Quackalope. Thank you for being here. Today we're bringing you a gameplay, two-player gameplay of Revive. And we're not doing what I think I've seen the vast majority of other content creators do, we're not playing the narrative-driven story that sets you up and begins the game? Dennis, what are we doing? This is Quackalope. We play narrative-driven stories.
I already did it.
Oh, all right. Well, we've accomplished that off camera. Well, I haven't, but he did, and he read me the flavor text, and now we're going to dive into this. We're playing this for one very explicit reason. It's the only way I can get him to spend time with me. This was one of your favorite games that you discovered over the course of the last year.
Yeah, for 2024, this might have been my top game that I discovered myself in 2024, and it was probably the most plays I had in 2024.
It is officially now in the BGG Top 100. Mm-hmm. It and its expansion, which we don't actually have yet because we just discovered it exists, are over an 8 on BGG's rating scale, which for a game that's in the top 100 means it not only has a substantial number of ratings and engagement, but it also has, really shown. There's not a lot of people that hate this game out there.
No, I don't know of anybody that hates it.
More people hate this channel than hate this game, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, well, that's almost any game.
Yeah, give it. Give it. Almost any game. That's true. That's true.
Yep. I think you have more haters than Monopoly.
Oh, that is a rude comment. I am only going to not respond with anger or aggression because I'm ready to absolutely decimate you in public on the game that you brought to my attention. I've played multiple times now. You've played a lot of times.
Yep. Tell
people why this is and has become one of your favorites. And is this in contention for like your top 20, top 10? If you were going to make a list now.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Top 10, it probably does hit my top 10. There's a lot of great games. For me, what really speaks to me with this game is I like exploration, and it's got exploration. So this whole idea of flipping tiles over and discovering a world around you, I love that in games. Yeah. All right. I also like deck building. It's got some deck building into it. This is area control. This is deck building. Some of my favorite mechanics are in the game.
Some fun progression, unlock chains, asymmetric character powers, which you actually unlock during the narrative portion of the campaign, and what some would call worker placement, others would call hand management or action selection. It's a very unique take. You described it as solo worker placement.
And to some degree, in a two-player game, it can be more that way because with 4 players, you have a lot more interaction on the board and a lot more things that happen where someone takes a spot before you can take a spot.
And that's all reveal and area control, however. But the actions that you take, they're coming from your cards.
You recruit these citizens, and the worker placement portion of it is once you put a card here, unless it's got this type of symbol, that space is now locked out to you until the next round, until you've hibernated and pulled those cards out of those slots.
Not the arrow symbol, to be very clear, but instead the rusted, grassy, the stuff that makes the card look like it's aged.
Yeah, that would be the one.
Touch of mildew. You can play more cards on top of that because you want to cover it up. You don't want the guests to come over and see the mildew.
So the worker placement is meeples, but it's these citizens in the form of cards.
Yeah.
And that's what these areas
You're blocking your own spots. You're trying to decide when and how you chain and get bonuses and resources and how you actually maximize the amount of stuff you have until eventually, like midway through or towards the end of the game, we'll have some turns that are just cascading sequences of cards that we've played, actions we've selected, areas that we've conquered that all kind of spawn off of each other, giving you a lot of resources and a lot of what seems to be actions, even though you're really only taking 2 core actions during the course of every round.
And that whole idea of engine building and I get to have stuff that creates more stuff that affects other stuff that makes more stuff, that is something I do love in games.
Yeah.
So that whole Euro style engine builder, this does have that and it does it very well.
So quickly, I'm going to assume that a lot of people that have watched this have some sense of the game already. For those of you that are brand new and you're checking this out to see if this is a game you want to play. 1, thanks for being here. 2, I hope you have fun watching the video. We're going to have a blast and probably rag on each other a little bit and continue sipping on our apple juice. And 3, we're also planning on doing a right for you, wrong for you, and a 10 rules you're likely to miss to help you both get up and running as quickly as possible, and also to give you a sense as to whether or not this game is one that not only should be added to your collection, but will actually make it from your shelf onto your table and be played. So keep an eye out for those here on the channel and enjoy the gameplay video. What's our main objective? What are we doing here in Revive? How does a turn look? And then let's talk about the lore.
Yeah.
And actually get started playing, because I'm ready to...
So like every Euro engine builder, the name of the game is to score the most points. And you score points...
You want to stand by that, everyone?
I don't know of a Euro engine builder that doesn't go by point scoring.
Hey Reddit, leave a comment down below talking about how Quackalope's an idiot. He thinks every single Euro engine builder just deals with point scoring all the time. Prove me wrong. Bet you can't. Now we're going to know.
So you got a point scoring. This is throughout the game. You'll be scoring points on this track. You'll have some end game scoring on your progress track over here on your machine board. You've got points that'll happen with your technologies that you're researching. All these things are combining. There's a few other spots. You have a secret scoring objective card, and we've got these different ways of scoring points. And at the end of the game, we're going to go through a series. But to get there, you have 5 core actions that you can take any 2 of, or you can double up on an action. That is playing a card, activating your switch, which has a good function.
Copies the top ability of an opponent's card.
Correct. And that is in the after campaign version. That's the advanced mode of that switch. You have explore action, a build action, and a populate action.
Explore is flip a tile, spending the resources on top, getting the rewards on the bottom. A build is going to be placed down on a plain after, or a desert.
A sand.
A sand, close enough. After you flipped your tiles, scoring and getting you extra reward and extra progress effects.
On your machine board.
On your machine board, based on where or what it's adjacent to and what size of building you've built. We've both got the small little cute ones that cost 3 gear and the large big old daddy ones that cost 5 gear. And place a meeple is going to be your exploration, which can not only secure you end game scoring on the 4 corners of the board, but also position you in cities.
Yep, populate cities and
unlock
large
your own
locations.
personal asymmetric tableau, letting you play the role of your character a little bit more.
Absolutely. We are playing on the asymmetric side, so there's a side with a sun that is pretty much the same, abilities for everybody. And then,
I've got one of those. He's pretty great.
Yeah, he's a very good-natured young man. We're playing on the moon side, which has a lot more complexity and a little bit more abilities. And for me, I've got these nice little forest tiles.
Yeah, pull your board over here.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, this is the campaign that we're not reading to you. We will tell you about a little bit of the lore. The community overall has said, don't bother with it.
Well, I think overall the community says...
Hedge. You're telling me literally before we were on camera...
Hedge. Yeah. No,
before we were on camera, you were saying anyone who plays the lore portion of this game is a idiot.
Yeah, that's it.
That's you were saying,
Yep.
And I quote, you said, I would rather the designer of this game have spit in my box than sent me these 5 starting missions.
I feel like this is like that Deadpool scene where he's like, I didn't say any of that stuff. Of course, in that case, he did. But
joke's on you, he spit in your box anyway.
That would be an honor. I could, keep that DNA and future clone and have my own board game creator that is like a minion for me.
Creates board games specifically for you.
I think that's a really good idea.
Bring your board over, tell people about the character that you're playing, and let's start talking a little bit about the lore of the game.
Yep. So I am playing as the Nadir, and they are basically they're a tribe that is at one with the land. Okay, so the theme of this game is that for 5,000 years, I'm sorry?
Well, I just have to they're green and covered in fungi. Mm-hmm. I assume it's either what's that like they're a host to some type of biome, like they're the equivalent of
like
zombies,
poison ivy, or like a poison ivy kind of thing.
Yeah. Or well, if it was poison ivy from Batman, that's sexually.
Yeah,
that's the other alternative.
When you said that, I was like, all right, let's go down that road.
There's one or two.
And I ended at poison ivy.
They're either the Last of Us zombies, like spores that have lived in their brain and created this green humanoid creature, or, and what I'm imagining, they figured out how to trees.
Yeah, they're just pollinating all over the place.
So much pollen. All right, continue.
So they're a tribe that, for 5,000 years, this land has become basically uninhabitable. Humankind has collapsed and has gone underground. We are now at the point where we are re-emerging from this center crater space. We are re-emerging and exploring the land. We're all going to be in search of these artifacts up there. Those are very important to all the people of all the different tribes.
We don't know why.
It's just one of those things.
Because we have our machine board, I actually like to imagine, I would think that they are actually ancient pieces of technology, ancient elements that help us live and survive. And
there is a faction that would believe that, the Formica. They're a machine-based tribe that would, subscribe to that theory.
Okay.
Nadir, though, they're at one with the land, and in order to spread the truth of their tribe, and in order to prevent humankind from collapsing again, you must live at one with the land, and let the land sustain you. That's basically what we're talking about.
What's your asymmetric power?
I can pay a crystal to place a forest tile on any sand tile. I must pay for the distance to do that, and then gain books from all the connected forest spaces that branch out from that one I placed.
You're playing Terraforming Mars.
It's a Terraforming Mars type of mechanic. I also have some unlocked technologies that we'll go over as we play the game, but these are different than what will be on your board. Some of them are different than what would be on your board.
And you need blue.
Oh, yeah, I need 5 blue. Hand me 5 blue tiles to fill that up there.
Okay.
So that's basically my character in a nutshell.
I am playing the Vulcanor. I wasn't going to place it on top, but you were too slow. The Vulcanor, soar, marvel, exploit. But my main objective is to have a bird and send my bird out. It's kind of like Noah's Ark, or you sent a few other birds and then you figured out the dove was the best one. You sent the dove out and
you know more about that story than I do.
Comes back with a twig. Well, I think they sent a raven out first or some other, and it didn't come back because it was copulating when it wasn't supposed to be copulating on the boat.
Are we still talking about pollinating?
Noah's Ark is a complicated story. There was 2 of each, and
what are you going to do when you're stuck on a boat for 40 days?
Hey, you know a little bit about this story. Good for you. The core of my strategy is going to be using my asymmetric actions and my asymmetric abilities to send my falcon out, giving me an advantage on my ability to both explore, to place buildings, and to populate the land. So I get, more or less, I get to scout ahead, discounting everything else that I need to do.
Yep, and I have read online, because, the online, that's where the truth really lives, that the Vulcaner is the most OP character in this game, and if you lose, it means you're the worst board gamer of all time.
For the record, you chose him for me.
I know.
Okay, good.
It's called handicapping.
Yeah, great, thanks. Appreciate that. I'm now realizing that none of the tiles on here are that beneficial to me, according to what I've decided to go for, so that's great.
Well.
Any lore of the game we want to cover? One thing I will say about the story that I read through, even if it slowly unlocks mechanics and engines that the audience or the BGG community thinks are probably best introduced immediately to the majority of heavy gamers.
Yes.
It does tell a very interesting story where each character, each faction, is coming out of the ground and being revealed in this hostile environment, utilizing the knowledge, resources, religion, spirituality, mechanics, and machines that they have to do their best to inhabit and not conquer but survive in this land. And what the story seems to indicate is time and time and time again, every iteration of human marvels fail in their attempt. And so you spawn now where you've had all these different tribes that have each individually tried to journey forth into the land, and now we're all appearing kind of collectively as together. I imagine there's a summer solstice or something that's happening, a year that was put on the calendar, and everyone's pouring out of these tunnels, and all of us have failed over thousands of years to survive above the ground, and now we get to see if we're able to actually make it work.
Right. The moral of the story is if we do the tribalism, that creates a little too much conflict and we'll all inevitably will fail. But if we could come together and celebrate our differences and appreciate each other's cultures and tribes, then that's the path to long-term happiness and success.
I just want to say I'm grateful then for this last year and the results of the election. It really shows America just coming together. Clearly, there's no controversy happening anywhere at all.
At least no one tried to attack the Capitol.
Hey,
we had a peaceful transition of power.
Look at you looking on the bright side. Look at you looking on the bright side.
So peaceful transitions of power, let's celebrate at least one little success.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to need more of that whiskey. And so is everyone living in America.
Yeah, I know. Like half the people on this watch this video just turned it off because they're like, I don't want to talk about politics, which is me. I don't want to talk about politics.
MEU. There's a lot of people that are going to need a lot of liquor over the course of the next little bit.
We all need a little liquor.
We all fear the beast.
All right. Let's play some board games.
I know, I'm excited, but I'm trying to think of the actual quote from Over the Garden Wall. We all know the beast. What's the last line?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, it's the best show in the world. All right, let's go. Let's do it. I'm going first.
All right. You're going first.
All right, I haven't even looked at my cards.
You start with 1 crystal.
Bad way to start the game. I will take 1 crystal. This is a resource. We have 3 core resources, plus crystals, which are considered wild resources. Food, which is used to explore and spend the cost of exploration. Books, which are used to put out your people, increasing or upgrading your asymmetric factions, and gears that are used to build, which slowly, typically installs and upgrades your mechanics here on your machine. All right, my turn to go?
Yep.
So the first card that I'm going to play, I'm going to use the bottom action of, and this is action 1. So we're going to be sharing this little mark so you can see what we're doing. I'm going to be using the bottom action here, so I'm going to actually slot it in. It doesn't matter which one it's in at the moment because I have no tiles to correspond with it. The action here is going to let me go ahead and gather a book resource, which will put me up to 1, and I'll be able to play a yellow card off turn. This is where things can begin to escalate dramatically. The yellow card I'm playing is going to go ahead and give me a book and a food. I will slot it into a top section here. Both these sections, because I don't have any chaining abilities, they're now closed until I do a rejuvenate action or whatever the term actually is.
I don't know if this will affect your turn, but we forgot to flip these over. During setup, you put them down face down so that you have no bias.
Oh, you're breaking everything.
And then you flip them over to, because the orientation, all these are variable. So the setup of the board is different.
Everything's been
every single time you play, it's never the same map.
And this will score you a victory point for every green you go up on this track, a victory point for every yellow you go up on this track, 2 victory points for every
beaker that you have on your modules and machines.
Beakers. And I never do beakers. And then the treasure chests, which are things that you can gather by exploring and doing other things. Not exploring.
And that is only if you populate those places. If you don't populate it, you don't have access to those points.
So that's my first turn.
You like turns. All right.
I don't know. I didn't say second turn. I don't know that I'm in a position to actually go ahead and spread out here on the board. There's some important things to note on the board. We've got some cities close by, which is going to allow us to actually spread early. A lake, which is going to give us some more powerful bonus effect.
A module, in that case.
But other lakes give you things like victory points and stuff.
Victory points,
and then all these little colored areas are going to be things that increase the influence of our machine as long as we've built adjacent to them. I don't have enough gear, though, to do any adjacent building. I could go ahead, theoretically, and put out one of my little meeples in one of these cities.
Yeah, see, so because of the way this worked out, there is opportunity to, without paying any food cost, just spend some books to populate any of these 2 cities, which is interesting. The other thing is, oftentimes you could explore a tile with only paying 1 food for distance, but this is one of the bigger ones, so you would need 6 food. Highly unlikely you can generate that your first turn.
I am going to go ahead and spend 2 books. I'm going to take a meeple. I'm going to place it down in one of these 2 cities. I'm going to go right here.
This starts here.
I didn't move it. You did. Then this will get me 2 victory points at the end of the game only. And it increases just generically my range by 1, which means it's a little bit cheaper for me to explore the land.
Absolutely.
Pretty powerful.
Yep.
Moving on to you, Jim.
I
felt like a newscaster there for a little bit. When I go into like teaching mode, I feel very structured.
Here's to you, and then you just throw out a random name.
Here's to you, Timothy.
Timothy.
Yeah.
Timmy.
I just have a boy freezing.
Oh my God! They killed Timmy.
All right. Cold.
Kenny. Anyways, I am going to start my game with playing a card. All right. So your second action was what?
My second action was to go ahead and populate.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
I hate these cubes. He loves them. So
I love it. Well, in the end of the game, using these cubes does become advantageous because it helps track whether you've taken an action, 2 actions. So some people will try to squeeze a third action by saying, I don't think I've done 2 yet.
He keeps telling me that.
Yeah. So I will play a card right here. I will get a module. I'm going to choose from our library. You can also, we put them in bags, but you can also just draw a random one. But I am going to specifically take this one right here to put in this spot, which immediately gives me a food resource. For my next action, I will then double up on that, play another card right here, and get 1, 2, 3 food. Now I'm up to 4 food. Those are my 2 actions. Here's to you, George.
Thanks, Tom. Back to you, Avocado. Do you want to tell them about the game we just played, by the way, where Shira humiliated us both?
Yeah, we did a 3-player game. Shira is quite the bluebird.
She knows how to play board games.
Yep, she is very, very, very smart. Her first time playing, and she beat me by 3. A significant victory.
That was a problem. It was a problem. So when I do a star action, which I have the ability to do either gain books or a star action, I'm going to be doing a
Gain
card
module.
play.
Oh, books. Okay, yeah.
Books up
down
top.
here. If you do the bottom,
I'm not
action.
even considering the module because the star action is powerful for me. This allows me to spread my bird, which gives me then the bonus of range.
Mm-hmm.
I can go up to 3 spaces away from the get-go, which means I could like shift my bird down here, which would allow me to then move and explore farther, easier, and quicker.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Where is the language on there? I'm trying to look at the iconography. I have not played that character.
I mean, you can. I haven't played this character yet either. You can read through it if you want.
Yeah, no,
just so
I know
we're as
you're
clear
going to
as
move
possible.
3 spaces per thing that's out there.
Under the tile, yeah.
But I was looking for the iconography that explains that. I have played that character, but I can't remember that iconography. So, begin the game with the falcon figure. Place the falcon figure in a bit. Your trade abilities always count range from the falcon as well as from your own buildings as normal. When the tribe ability is activated, move the falcon up to 3 spaces. Where's the iconography on there that tells you that?
I think you just know it. I think you just do
like
it.
that. I like iconography.
Yeah, but then the falcon gives you a +1 on your range as well. So I'd have an equivalent of a +2
+2 range
from wherever the bird is, right?
Basically, yes.
It's like a free tile if I go through the bird.
Yeah, if you're using that ability.
Okay. So I'm going to gain 2 books. I'm then going to go ahead and do another recruit action. Now the options I have here are once I can gain a box and a crystal, and then after that I can gain a box or a crystal.
So once you get a box and a crystal...
And then after that, every time I get a box, I get a crystal.
Yes, every time you get a box, you
That's
get additional
insane.
crystal.
And then...
Or no, you can trade a box for... Let me just double check that.
Yeah, I can increase my range again by +1, which is substantial. And then the icon here...
Yeah, you always gain a crystal when you gain a crate.
Yeah. Then the icon here is going to actually allow me to unlock my side slot, which could utilize a top or a bottom action and gives you more places to place tiles. I think I love that box and crystal option
every
early
time
game.
Because boxes are valuable. They have a lot of stuff in them.
So I'm spending 2 books, 1 crystal to put out another person. It happens to be we have a city right next to us still.
I know.
So we're going to go right there. That is going to gain me a crystal, and if you'll draw me from the golden bag we've selected, it'll gain me a box. And I don't have to flip this immediately.
Nope, you can just look at it, share it with the audience if you choose to.
I'll show the audience.
Oh, I almost saw it. I didn't see it, but I almost saw it.
Wow. And then I'll just set it off to the side because I don't need to flip it at the moment. I don't think it's... Oh, it would actually unlock something immediately.
I've always house ruled that, just keep it down, and then when you flip it over, that means you've used it. Otherwise, you have to have 2 different spots to...
Ooh. I think I am going to flip it.
Okay.
I'm going to flip it. It's going to let me move up one of these tracks however I'd like. So it's immediately going to pop this one.
Oh, look at all that range you have.
I'm sitting at 2 range, and if I use my bird, 3 range for free.
Yeah.
I think we eat the birds. I think my bird attracts other birds.
I think it would be advantageous for me to eat the bird. It comes from the land, it can sustain me, and then the bird no longer exists, so then you lose your ability.
Your turn, by the way.
I think it would be helpful for the audience to see which camera is it that shows the special...
I mean, either one of our cameras will show it.
These are my special...
Here, neither of us look.
Yep.
Close your eyes.
All right.
And we'll both put ours on the leather mat together.
Okay.
So people can see what we're actually going for. All right, I'm picking mine back up.
Okay.
Covering it up. So people know what we're actually aiming at.
All right. So that's what we're trying to do. Let me remind myself.
Yeah.
Okay, yep,
Remind
I like
me
it.
also what you're going for.
Yes, I am going for the victory.
Okay.
All right, so now I'm going to, let me just add up my numbers here, make sure I've got this right. Okay, I'm going to play this card, get another crystal, okay? And then I'm going to do, play a card. Now I'm going to do the explore action. I'm going to pay 1 distance. I'm going to explore this tile, which requires 5 food plus a food for the distance.
Holy cow.
So that's going to be 5, 6 total.
2 crystals, 4 food.
Yep. And I'm back to almost done. I get 5 victory points. So I'm going to move my thing up here. Gives me a box.
That's pretty nice.
Yep.
And now you can decide how you want to orient this in the
I
table.
also
Now,
need to draw a card.
these matter because as we position them, you are creating either good or bad locations to build buildings, which might be the next thing you're aiming to do in a couple of rounds.
And what I will do is I like this. I'm going to, let's see, what do you got? All right. We're going to set this out like this.
So you've created a nice little pocket there.
I've created a nice little pocket, a juicy little spot here. We'll see if you can take advantage of that or not. And that's where we're at. And I get to draw a card. And
So this is where the deck building part of the game comes from. We've got a marketplace up here.
Well. You know, this card came up in another game, and I've never looked it up, or I have looked it up, I've never found the answer. This bottom effect is hibernate, then remove this card from the game. Normally, hibernate is a full action. That's your whole turn. Mm-hmm. So this allows you to take an action and then use your second action to do this bottom card, play a card, do this, and get the whole hibernate without spending an action. Seems pretty OP. My question is, if you do this as your first action, get everything back, we've played it this way, you get to do a second action. Mm-hmm. I don't see why not, but it seems so overpowered to get everything back. And then, so I'm going to take this card. We're going to put that over there. And I'm going to put this in my active area as a playable card. I have now done 2 actions. It is your turn.
Yeah, I have to decide if I want to draw my turn out or go ahead and draw up cards hoping that I will, stumble into some advantage that I'm not aware of at the moment. I think I'm going to go ahead and do... One of the interesting things about this game is that it's not always about maximizing every sequence between returns.
Right.
You can benefit on returns as well. I'm going to go ahead and do a refresh. So
hibernate.
Yeah, close enough. So all of the cards that have been played go into my hibernation pod, my little chambers.
Your rest area.
My other 3 cards come back up into my hand, and I will move forward on this track, giving me...
If you had spent your energy, you would refresh it.
It would come back.
If you had used your switch, you would reset it. You move up on that track, and you get the benefit of the level you go to or any level below it.
Yeah, so I can go ahead and grab a tile is what I'm looking at.
A module.
Do I want to go for one of those rubies?
The crystals?
Yeah, they're very nice, but they stick you into a little bit of a category. It's a little bit harder to use them. They're not quite as flexible. I am going to go for one of the crystals. I'm going to go for the gray one. I'm going to put it right here in my top section, and it's going to go ahead and, because I'm going in a checkmark area, it's going to go ahead and give me one of the crystals.
Now, your hibernation messed up my game flow because I was going to activate my switch and take one of your top actions, which is no longer available, but I do have my own top actions, any card. So I'll actually, as my first action, activate the switch.
Okay.
Get 2 food from the top action of my own card.
Sure.
Oh, I have to hibernate to... Oh, this is the worker placement problem. I had in my head like, then I'm just going to hibernate as an action. That changes the... All right. I'm going to play this card.
He's falling apart, guys.
Nope. Because the pacing here, the tempo, I'm going to put that in there and I'll hibernate. Use that for my second hibernation. All right, and then I'll grab a library book and a crystal. And that is play a card. That is my entire turn.
Okay, you feel good about that? Or?
I feel fantastic about it. Yeah. I don't hibernate.
Yeah.
There is a strategy, and I've never tried it, but I've seen and
Early
heard
game
people talk
hibernation?
about. Yeah, Hibernate in your first turn, get those other 3 cards, you have a 6-card hand, and then you can go on a nice long run.
I'm playing a card. I'm going to get 2 gears. I'm going to get 1 crystal from that. I'm then going to go ahead and take an action to place out a building. I could go ahead and place a level 5, which is aggressive.
How'd you get so many? Oh, you got 3 crystals.
I got a lot of crystals. I've just been storing them up. A level 5 is very aggressive. It doubles all of the adjacent rewards. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's necessary, but it would be nice to go ahead and slide up some of these dials and continue escalating bonuses. You already know where I'm going.
It's my strategic blunder.
Yeah,
I created a juicy spot that I could not myself take.
There's an obvious spot, and it's free for me to go there. I don't have to spend any food to go there because it's within range of 1.
Yeah.
Do I put out a big guy now with the risk that I don't maximize the rewards? I don't think I do. I'm going to spend...
Because you don't get to double up lakes. So these water spots... The expansion has giant lakes. I guess these are small lakes.
3 victory points, please. I'll move forward 1 on the yellow track. I'll move forward 1 on the gray track, going ahead and unlocking another little plip. I then will go ahead and gain... Those are the 3 victory points. That's what you just gave me.
You just... Okay, yeah. Duh.
I'll then go ahead and gain a tile, which we're going to need to draw another one.
To refresh.
And I could choose to double down. I like how open-ended these crystals are. Mm-hmm. They make it so I have to play a certain type of card in a certain type of location, which is the only core frustration of the whole system. But I like that they give me plenty of opportunity. I'm, however, going to take a book action.
All right.
Do we have more cities out here now? We don't. I need to explore before I can even utilize a heavy book action.
Although you could always store books in your library.
I could just...
You don't have to only put board games on shelves. Books can also go on shelves.
I could just pile them. I just finished reading The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan, the first book in the series.
Yeah.
It's really good. I'm taking the crystal. I'm going to set the crystal. We're going to set it as a top action over here.
And you just love those crystals.
And we're going to go and grab another action. So those are my 2 actions. I took a build. I took a card.
And it is me. Guess what I'm doing? I don't have my starting... hand me a energy. I don't have my starting energy. Yeah, I'm going to hibernate. So I will bring my cards back. Bring these cards over to my rest area. And now I have 3 delicious cards. I'm going to reset my switch. My energy that I had not spent, obviously. Can you refresh the module?
I will.
Thank you. I do appreciate you. It is wonderful. I'm going to move up here, and then I'm going to take one of those modules.
My hibernation being a cycle ahead of you is beneficial.
Yeah. There's all tempo and things of that sort. Let me see what I've got here, because this is what's going to be the determining factor. Oh, boy, my draw was not ideal.
I'm going to go get more Coke and turn up the heat.
Okay.
Because it's like 0 degrees out right now.
Well, it's -5 outside right now.
Is it legitimately? Like, we're filming this during what I think is Death Week across the country.
Right. So it is January, what is it? I don't know what the date is. January 25th or 23rd or something like that of 2025 right now. And it is currently my hometown, Detroit, and Cleveland.
It's 60 degrees. Shira was messing with the heat. It's 60 degrees in here right now.
It's 60 degrees in here.
The heat's not running.
Which is almost 70 degrees warmer than it is outside.
I love that she said, I love that she asked this afternoon, Jesse, is the heat working because I was messing with it? And I just assumed she was doing reasonable things. She knew she'd messed it up.
Right.
That's why she asked.
All right. I am going to take... Oh, sure, I'll take a refill. I am going to take this right here, and I'm actually going to plop it down in this slot right there, making 1 juicier spot rather than 2 less juicy spots. If we could refill that, that would be wonderful.
Okay.
And that is the end of my hibernation action.
We have some food.
Yep. And we have some bourbon-inspired, what would you call it? Root beer? What'd you say it was? I forget.
Juice?
Apple juice. Yeah, some bourbon-inspired apple juice.
All right. Let's see what we're messing with now. Double action with the bottom row. Grab a few more tiles. You know, give yourself a benefit. Play the game. I think so. I think we will. I'm going to go ahead and place this card down here, which is going to go ahead and get me a tile draw. First action. I'm going to grab this green tile location. I'll place it right here. It's going to go ahead and get me 2 books. I'm then going to go ahead and place this one down, which is going to give me my core ability, which is going to let me then spread and place my Raven out. Explain to me again how this works.
So you can move them 3 times however many of these stars you've revealed. You've revealed 1 now, so he can move 3 spaces. He must land on a terrain space. A terrain space is either a forest, a mountain, or the plains. Okay? So as long as he lands there, you can move him out 3 spaces. Now, he obviously can't go to the unexplored spaces yet, but if you went 1, 2, well, you can't go 1, 2, 3. If that was how you chose to do it, you can now use that, or that as your range.
Oh, I see. Interesting. And he gives me a bonus when I've activated it.
Right. And once you unlock the next one, now it's 6 spaces. So he could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, he can't end there.
So you
come
can just
down.
fly around.
Right.
I will go up to that top corner.
Okay.
Seems pretty good. Those are my 2 actions.
All right, those are your 2 actions.
2 card plays.
I struggle with playing games when I'm also doing this, but that's okay.
What? Filming?
Yeah,
Talking?
because I spend so much time talking that I...
Being handsome?
Normally, I just do this. All right, what am I going to do? And I think about my turn while you take your turn instead.
You should. I mean, you could do that.
I could, but I'm not as bright as the rest of the community and the rest of the content creators. I'm going to play this yellow ability up here to get 2 food and 2 gears. So there's 1, 2, and 1, 2. That is my first action. That is play a card. My second action will be to... I can't populate because you kind of took that away from me. I have a build. I'm going to do a build action for my next one. And this is going to get me out there a little bit. I'm going to build in this spot here, and I'm going to go 1, 2, so 1 distance. So there's 1 food for the distance. Small building is 3, so there goes that. And I'm going to grab a small building, plop it down here. It's going to give me a green and a gray. So there goes my green, which unlocks that one, and my gray, which unlocks this one. All right, so that is my build action. And then I'll hold off on the free action on this energy spending. Can we refresh the module market?
Certainly can.
And that's going to be my turn for now.
Okay.
Yep.
Good to go. All right. I am going to go ahead and take an explore action. The question is, where do I want to begin bridging myself out? I only have 1 building location. So I kind of think it's worthwhile to do the one that's right next to me. It would be 2 food total, which would be a crystal and a food for me.
Yeah.
And I want to see if I can get something to place down that's advantageous to my building. Ooh, I will not. I will.
No,
I
you
will
will.
be able to
You
place
will.
it. So I have to spend my food, I have to spend a crystal. I will gain a victory point and a card. So that card will come up into my hand.
Yep.
So I'll think about that in just a moment. But I'm going to place this down. This is going to go ahead and give me a movement on the gray track forward. And let's see what card I want to go ahead and pull up, because I could go ahead and utilize this card in my next action. I've got a lot of good options. I think my favorite option, though, is this one right here, which gives me crystals and then also gives me the opportunity to
Turn crystals
into victory
2
points.
points each.
Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is going to be another explore action, actually. I'm going to have to spend 2 crystals and 2 books, which means I could supplement 2 food and 2 books, which is part of the core of the idea. But I need a spot that is directly adjacent to me. And it happens to be that this spot right here is directly adjacent to my bird. So I'm going to utilize that. So 2 food, 2 crystals, 2 books, 2 books. I'm going to gain another card. And I'm going to gain 4 victory points, which is going to go ahead and grab me a chest, which gains me a crystal.
Yep. You're off to a fantastic start.
This chest is going to let me push up my track. Which track do I want to move forward? I'm going to move forward my yellow track, which is going to flip this off, which is going to get me another lightning bolt, and also allow me to purchase one of these from the market to apply to my board. I don't think I need the increased range. I'm going to be honest about that. Food to take a star action isn't a bad idea, and a food for a straight-up victory point also is pretty compelling. Just spend every...
I think that you get a food and a victory
That's what I'm saying. Like every round, just spend an early game. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just spamming victory points. I think that's what we're going with. I think that just makes sense.
Oh,
and
look at
another
that.
one comes out. I'm going to go ahead and use that so we can show the audience how that works. I'm going to gain a food, and I'm going to gain a victory point. If only I could figure out a way to get one more of those, I would have another chest. That would be lovely. All right, the backside of this. I am disappointed by what I've discovered. No, I'm thrilled by what I've discovered.
I was hoping, that was part of the reason I built there, is I was hoping I'd be able to put something there to benefit that building.
Part of the reason why I selected this one is so that I could control
I saw that.
what was placed there for him to be able to
You
get.
definitely have me on tempo right now.
Where do I want to cycle this? I think I'm just going to stick it back, kind of how it came out.
Which gives you a module. Oh, no, you have a bird there. I'm tired.
Just a bird, not a building.
The bird doesn't activate that. Come on
Are you
now.
getting tired?
No, I'm
You
not
told me
tired
like
at
an
all.
hour ago you were feeling really good.
Well, that was an hour ago. No, I still feel great.
All right, I think it's my turn.
All right, that is your turn.
Was that one action or 2 actions?
You don't like the cube, so I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to what you were doing.
It was 2 actions because I did this and then I did that.
Okay, so you did 2
No.
plays of cards.
I did explore and explore. It was still 2 actions, but
All right.
the cubes were actually correctly placed.
Oh, you did use the cubes. Or were they just... No, nobody did explore.
No, they were correctly placed.
All right. I have 3 food, I have 1 book, I have
I still
1
have
crystal.
a card buy. I'm sorry. From that last tile, I still have to add a card into my hand. Is there one that will allow me to chain? No. No, there isn't. So the decision point now is just what I want to have that'll continue to build. I think we're going to go for this guy. Okay.
I am definitely off to a very poor start.
Get in the game. Come on, man.
All right.
You got this.
Yep, I do.
believe in you.
I believe in me too.
You guys crushed me in the last game.
Yes, you were in 3rd place in a 3-player game, which
Yeah.
is top 3. That's pretty good.
It is top 3.
Nothing wrong with a participation trophy. All right.
I mean, culturally, there's a significant amount of things wrong with a participation trophy.
Hey, appreciate you for just trying.
Yeah, nope, that's not how life works.
Oh no, you can still appreciate. You can appreciate anything you want. I can definitely appreciate you for trying.
Well, yeah.
And really, I think that's probably not a bad thing from a mental health perspective to show you some appreciation for putting an honest effort. That's always something to celebrate.
Here's the
genuine
thing.
effort. I will always applaud that.
Actually, the inverse side of this, genuine effort for sure. I mean, you should try your hardest at any competition you're in. But what the trophy gives is it is a dopamine hit for something that you didn't achieve. You shouldn't seek cheap dopamine.
What did you not achieve if you put in
neurologically? It's very
genuine
capable.
effort.
No, you can get a dopamine hit by going out to a nice meal afterwards because you tried really hard, or your dad's saying dude, I know you lost, but you were so cool out there.
Right.
That's
Now, I'm not
great.
saying you should get a championship trophy.
A trophy is not that. A trophy is a cheap hit of dopamine for something that you didn't win.
There's a whole world of apps out there that give you cheap dopamine hits for far worse.
And and they're neurologically damaging. They are. They're designed to be addictive.
We're trying to play a board game here.
I'll be right back. You take your turn.
All right. Well, you're going to leave the channel to me. I'm going to burn it down. All right. I am going to...
I've recently, given the birth of my son, been doing some light reading. I want to slam this down on the table so bad. But so this is what we're currently working through. Those apps aren't good.
The Principles of Neuroscience. That looks like a college.
This is a college textbook.
Yeah,
this is.
So
this
who's
is just,
the one that's guiding you on this journey?
There's myself.
Okay.
I'm reading it.
I think you should have a college professor. Only they are qualified to
That's not true. Like 17 college professors wrote this book. Right? If you want, who's got it? Andrew Huberman. Let's toss him into the mix. He's a lovely.
I don't know who
podcaster.
Andrew Huberman is.
Very, very highly regarded neuroscientist who has a podcast that's remarkable.
All right. I appreciate, he's putting in honest effort into his
Still your
career.
turn? I've been buying you time.
You have been buying me time. I am going to play this ability right here for the star, which is going to create this. I'm going to play this, move this over to here. I will then get to pay a crystal right here to then place a forest tile, and I'm going to place that forest tile. I'm not going to keep creating juicy locations for you.
Well, that's why you were confident putting it down in that spot, because you could just spread
right. And so that's going to give me the green. What I thought was I would be able to get one here, and that would create a pretty good spot in that right there. But it didn't work out that way. Oh, no. Well, you know what? Actually, I'm going to put this over here so that I can connect it. I get two books from all the connected forests. So that's going to give me 2 books. That's my first action. And my second action is I got to discover some spots that have some cities. And I need, I probably didn't, that was probably not the best use of my actions. I am struggling with this. All right. That was an inopportune action, and I'm just going to double down on my mistake. Play this for 2 food, getting me up to 5 food. So I played a card, and I played a card. Yes, that's what I did.
Okay, feel good?
Yeah, no, I don't feel good, but I'm just going to, stick with it.
I'm playing a card.
I'm putting in genuine effort here.
I go up by 2 crystals because I have the yellow crystal bag there. I go up by 1 bag. That is going to give me a total of 5 potential food. My second action is going to be to explore one of the regions with 5 food. I have a range of 1. That's a given range because of my asymmetric abilities. I'm going to get 5 victory points.
So you would need 6 food because your range?
Nope. I have a range of 1. My meeple.
Wait, but there's 2 in there.
My meeple can step by 1.
Oh, this guy,
Yeah.
yes. Okay, yep, you're
Doesn't
right.
have to be my bird.
You're just OP. That is an OP character. I didn't even realize
5 victory points, please.
5 victory points.
Yep.
Get another chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are 1 away from an artifact already.
I gain a crystal.
Take your stupid points.
My chest is going to go ahead and give me 2 books. I might as well just use that.
All right.
Go ahead and grab them. I still have to draft a card. Do I want to go ahead and pull a card up into my hand right off the bat? Oh, man. I almost feel like I don't need more cards. Are you feeling that way yet? Have you gotten there?
Yeah, I feel like I'm already done. This is pretty much...
I'm going to take this.
I can just put it in cruise control for the rest of the game.
Flipping.
I'm definitely going to be in the top 2, and a silver is not a bad medal. I definitely have a silver medal lined up.
And I'm going to set this direction because it'll be as far away from you to build next to as possible.
I don't care. I don't want to go that way anyway. Who likes going that way? That way's stupid.
All right.
All right. Now, we are going to do some actions. I have nothing in my hands.
You're going to recall.
I am going to...
Say it with me. Recall.
Oh, the cities you can put more than one. Why am I... All right. I'm going to...
Recall?
No, I'm not going to recall. I'm going to make use of my actions here. I am going to activate, as one action, activate my ability here. I'm going to copy your food and crystal. Food and crystal. You got all these juicy spots out there, and I'm not looking at juicy spots. But I'm going to populate here. So that will cost me 2 books. There's 1 distance, so there's the food. There's the 2 books. I have to pay you a book, so
Yes,
there's 1 other book. You get to go up a book. And now I may spend books instead of food or that when I are paying costs.
It's pretty nice.
And I have now populated in this spot.
Oh, yeah, you're doing it.
Yes, I am doing it.
You're out there.
I can do it!
You're in the game. Is that your second act? That's your first act.
That was my second action because that was now the populate. So
Okay.
that's why the cubes are useful. So now you get to take a turn.
My board is full. I do have books, but there's no cities out here on the board, so I actually can't. I can't spread any farther. I don't think there's much left I can do. I'm going to go ahead and do a recall action. I will first convert one of my book resources into a crystal, because that's something I can do with my lightning bolt before I shuffle that. That's a free action, by the way. I could do a top card action from you, I suppose,
You could.
if I wanted to delay a little bit longer.
Yeah. I don't like hibernating. Their sleep is for the dead.
All right, fine. I will, instead of going ahead and hibernating, I will flip the switch. I'm going to go ahead and borrow your 2 food,
All right.
moving that up, which means I have enough that I could explore for my second action a tile that costs 4 food, as long as I am adjacent to it. So where are my options for 4 food or 4 food and 2 books? And I wouldn't even have to spend my crystals on that.
2 food and 2 books, you
I
mean?
mean, that's kind of fun. And I have 1 free 1 distance, so I could explore a number of good areas. Mm-hmm. I think we're going to go right here. It's 1 distance away from 2 of my people. I will go ahead and gain 4 victory points.
You get an artifact. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is becoming a blowout.
I'm really enjoying this so far. I'm having just a thrilling time. I will take one of these artifacts.
All right.
Hopefully that's not what you were going to score.
Oh, that's for sure. Now that you took one, I'm taking the other one.
I can draft a card up into my hand. Do I even want a card at this point? I mean, it feels a little gratuitous, to be honest about it. I'm going to flip this tile over, and what's the little pocket that I want to play in here? Ooh, it doesn't match very well with the other tiles that I have. I can make a dead zone with 2 water. I could start building a very healthy green zone. I think we're going to do a little pocket here, hoping that something over on this side supports itself. Those are my 2 actions.
All right.
Oh, let me make sure I've paid my resources. 4 resources down total, 2 food, 2 books.
All right. I am going to do this ability here, which allows me to take a card and place it over here. I'm going to save that for later. Then I'm going to hibernate. So these will come back to my hand.
I thought we weren't doing. I thought we were playing the whole game, not hibernating.
Well, every now and then you have to die to sleep, and then every 5,000 years you come back.
You know, I now have one of those arbitrary, stupid challenges that I want to play, which is play a full game of Revive.
You can't play one without hibernating.
Well, I'm saying like maybe only hibernating twice or something, like just something really, really dumb.
I mean, I guess if you, I don't know how that would be
You can
possible.
get cards that would allow you to hibernate.
Well, there's one particular card in there. I don't know if there's 2 copies of it. I think there's only 1 copy of that card in the whole deck.
You're right. It's probably impossible, which is why I want to try it even more.
I appreciate that. All right, so I have moved my cards, refreshed, and I got to move up on this track.
If you had actions that allowed you to just dump cards out of your zone into your hibernation pod, and then so you could clear your worker placement zones, and then you just kept buying and drafting cards, I think there's maybe.
But what resources are you going to use to buy and draft those cards?
I mean, you'll figure it out. I
Yeah,
guess.
you'll figure it out.
I guess you'll have to.
You'll figure it out.
I don't know. Yeah. It's a tight economy, but only the best players can do that. So I understand why you're not compelled.
I am now going to...
Cry in your sleep.
I'm going to take
Apparently not.
Do I want to do a module or do I want to do a victory point and a crystal? I'm going to do a victory point. Right now I'm going to do a victory point and a crystal. Oftentimes I don't take that ability, but this time I'm going to. All right, that is my entire hibernate action. I am passing the torch to you, sir.
I'm still not hibernating. I'm going to go ahead and take a explore action, which I can do with my double crystal here. I'll spend it for 2 food to go ahead and gain a victory point, please. And a card.
That is, it's probably been 3 months since I've played this game. I don't remember. I have to look at my BG stats. I haven't really paid that much attention, but that Volcantor does seem to be very powerful. I've won 87% of my games I've played, but that's also because I play, with people who don't seem to get this game as well.
Yeah, it does.
Based on the way I'm playing right now, the community would be like, how in the world did you ever win one game? But I can't really focus on being a content creator and a gamer at the same time.
Does seem to be very proud. I will admit that because I decided to excitedly do that, I don't have another action.
At this point, do you need another action?
I would love one, but I've already spent all my little zip zaps. I've already ran my machine. I've already copied your abilities. I've already filled up all my card rows. I've already now completely ran out of resources, and that didn't give me any resources. It just made a very juicy spot for you to build a building, which I'm now actually concerned about.
I understand the concern. If I were you, I'd be concerned too.
You got a lot of food, and you just did a refresh, so you're totally going to be able to get the gears necessary.
All right, is it my turn?
No, I'm bummed out. I'm going to delay for a while.
Okay.
Your turn.
All right, my turn?
Yeah.
Beautiful. I love it. It is my turn.
That was a tactical error. I will
thing.
admit that. I was very excited about the idea of trying to play this game without ever refreshing.
Yep.
And I very quickly, within one turn, realized that it's literally impossible because I'm now at 0 with all of my...
I will now play this.
This also would have been a much better play had I saved it if I refreshed now.
Well, I gave you that spot. You're just returning the favor. So, I am now going to play this gray card for 2.
That's too many.
3.
You're going to build a big one.
1, 2, 3.
This is where I start to lose the game.
And a food. So now I'm at 6 food.
Oh, no.
Okay. Now I'm going to... That was play a card. Now I'm going to build.
Yeah, he's got grubby little fingers. I just handed that to you.
I'm going to go 3 along with the 2 to make a big building, pay the food for the distance.
I was having too much fun.
You were. And now I'm going to... Where? Hold on, I'm right there. I had to pay 2 food. That's 2 distance.
Yep.
And I'm going to place this right here.
You get a little zip zap.
Which is going to get me a zip zap.
Official term.
Zap.
You're going to get 4 yellow and 4 green locations.
4 yellow and 4 green. So 1, 2, 3, 4, which unlocks this, which gets me another zip zap. Give me another energy.
Okay.
It does not yet unlock this until I go yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, which now unlocks this one because I have passed both of those.
Nice.
Which is going to get me one of those. So I'm going to place this, and right here, which now gives me a crystal. I am going to take that orange one. If you could pass me that orange one. I'm hate drafting now. I don't even know if I need that.
I just handed you a really strong.
You did.
I might have just because I was having too much fun, caught you up.
So I got 2 greens and a yellow to take. All right. I'm going to put this one in this spot, which will open up a module creation for me.
I might be an idiot.
Refresh that. I will then... Oh, I do like that. That is not bad. Although explore for 2, or populate for 2 less books isn't bad. Playing any color, card as any color isn't bad.
I regret never wanting to hibernate.
Yeah, let me look at the yellows real quick. Yellows, I do struggle sometimes with distance, but, I like your idea of having food and victory point production, so why don't we do that? I still need a green. Let's refresh that. And I'm going to take this one over here. I kind of like that. I like this idea of being able to move cards along to get them back into your hand. So now, oh yeah, I got 3 little energies in there. What a beautiful little thing.
He's so excited.
Yep, I did that. I did that. Do I want to spend some energy now?
Nope.
I'll just wait. Yeah, it's your turn.
Hear me out. I'm going to refresh. I regret my mistakes. I should have done this last turn instead of wasting an entire action and having way too much fun putting out new locations. I just wanted to show people that it was impossible to play this game without having a refresh somewhere in there. That's my bad. I've proven my point. I regret everything that I've done, except for the entire first half of this video.
In life.
I'm going to reset these resources up, and yeah, that'll your turn. Your turn. I will move forward. Do I want...
Yeah, I did get that. Okay, you're good.
Do I want a little clip, or do I want to gain a victory point and a crystal? Well, there's no, gain crystals immediately type of action here. There is a spend a book to get a zip zap back. And I kind of like the idea of spending a book to get a zip zap back, because then I could get a food and a victory point. Mm-hmm. Like, that's a free little tag back and forth victory point generator there.
Whatever you want to do.
I kind of love that.
Oh, we got to refresh this.
Well, I'd like to beat you.
Well, I mean...
Physically, emotionally, romantically. What?
Oh, I'm the beater.
All right, ready to go? Mm-hmm. It is your turn.
It is my turn. Now we're going to... Well, let's turn these cards around this way.
It's awkward if you have like a 50 Shades of Grey moment, but both of you want to be the abusive partner.
That is kind of hard to do.
Consensual, of course.
Yes, consensual abuse.
You bind each other up, and then you're each holding a whip, and no one can hit the other person. It's
Yep. All right, I am going to now...
Anticlimactic.
Oh, I just do like climaxes. In movies and shows and board games context.
I've stopped watching them, actually. I'm doing my best to
you don't watch board games?
Well, the climaxes specifically is what I'm avoiding.
Okay. I moved a food and a gear. And
don't tell 14-year-old me. He would be very disappointed.
All right. Board games are family content. All right.
I'm just saying.
You distracted me. All right, yeah. Now
it's a good idea to have age verification on certain things.
That is not a bad idea. Not always a bad idea. I am now going to explore, and I'm going to explore. Where do I want to explore at? I'm here. I'm there. I'm going to explore over here. No, I'm going to explore over here. So there's 3 books, plus 1 for so it's 4 books. And I'm going to explore this. This now will present to me...
A city. I've been looking for those.
Have you really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter where I place it.
They're nice to have.
Man, you really do get a lot of opportunity for moving things around. All right, so I'm going to place that like so. And then I get 2 victory points. So 1, 2. I get to draw a card. I like... this.
2 cards go into your cryopod?
Yep, I like this right now. So move that over.
Ooh, what's this? Gear turns into food and books.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that was... I did the... What did I do? I did play a card, and I did the explore action. Now it is your turn.
All right, moving these off. I'm going to go ahead and play this lovely brand new card that I have. I think this is the one I'm playing. Is there anything else that lets me sequence, chain, combine, unlock, do a series of crazy things? No. Oh, maybe. I'm going to start. Do I want to do that, or there's other things I want to do first? Zip Zap happen anytime?
Yeah, it's a free action.
Free actions.
Anytime you want to do it, you get to do it.
I'm going to get a food and a victory point, please. That'll give me a chest, which is going to go ahead and, of course, give me a crystal. I like that ability.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Very satisfying.
Sorry, I didn't see it.
What is it? Oh, it gives me a token. I'm going to go ahead and take my token.
All right, keep track of that.
I want this one. Okay. So I have that unlocked. Then, if I'm moving my green dial, where do I go? Oh, I get the little cryopod mechanic. I don't hate that. All right, so I'm going to slide this in. This is going to let me move this up. This is going to give me 2 books, and it's going to let me spend one of those books to gain a zip zap back, and I'm going to gain this one back, and then I'm going to play this one again, giving me a food and a victory point, please.
A food and a victory point?
Yep, a second one.
All right.
That's great. And then...
Where'd you get the victory point from?
Where I got it from here. I took that back, and then I put it back on.
But what's the victory point?
From this.
Oh.
Yeah, I did that. Just did
yeah.
that twice in a single action.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Yeah, no, that's not bad.
Then I'm going to go and play this, which is going to slide under here. It's going to go ahead and give me 2 more books, of course. I'm going to spend one of those books to bring back a zip-zack. I'm going to spend this zip-zap again to go ahead and gain a food at a victory point, please.
What kind of loop did you just unlock?
That's great. And then I go ahead and can do one of my meeple actions.
Populate for 1 less book.
For 1 less book. And I'm currently sitting at a total value of 3 potential books.
That's an opportunity I passed on. And I shouldn't have.
So I'm going to go ahead and grab my lovely little civilian. How far away is the city that you just placed down? Where is that lovely city? It's one away.
So far away.
Which fits directly into my strategy. It'll go right there. That's going to go ahead and get me 2 endgame victory points. I had to spend 2 books and 1 crystal plus the discount that I get from my lovely little sequence of cards to put that in. And that will go ahead and get me a box.
Another box.
Another box. And with that box, I will, of course...
Get another crystal.
I'll get a crystal.
You have quite the engine going.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and get a crystal. Let's see what this box does. Let's just play the game. Oh, I get to slide my way forward. I unlocked this already. Is there anything that I could slide forward that would give me... this would go ahead and give me a token. So Oh, the green would too. No, the green wouldn't yet. I'm going to slide my gray token forward, which will go ahead and give me an unlock, which will let me go ahead and claim one of the artifacts that we have there on the table. And I can go ahead and grab one of these here. This lets me spend a gear to recall a zip-zap. I mean, I must do this.
It sounds pretty good.
I'm going to spend a crystal to spend a gear to recall a zip-zap, to spend that zip-zap to gain a food to gain a victory point, please. I mean, that is just like, that's an obvious thing. Like, anyone would have done that. And then I feel like I still have things to do. Oh, yeah, I get one of these. Let me look at my scoring conditions.
Wait, where'd you get that from?
And let me think through, well, because I just covered it up over here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to take one of the more populous 3 gray ones.
Okay.
Oh, unless you, I mean, are you going for the purple ones?
I'm not going for any of them.
You're panicking.
I'm just here to have a good time.
You're panicking. All right. I feel like I've taken a turn.
All right, you've taken a turn.
I'm starting to see why you really like this game.
This is a really fun game.
It is clicking for me like it has never clicked before.
Yes.
I think because I'm on camera and I'm paying attention.
You thrive on camera.
One, I thrive on camera. 2, the last game we played, I was competitive in. You have to acknowledge that.
Yes, you were competitive.
And almost the entire time I was holding a 4-month-old that was also trying to be competitive.
You have a child?
He was trying to wrestle me away from the game, and I was trying to maintain my momentum in it.
All right, I am going to place this down right here, which is a little boring action of getting me a crystal.
That's a good action.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. So that was play a card. Look at that whole crystal I just got.
You should really...
Oh, no, sorry, hold on. Let me back up.
I don't know if you can.
Because I don't like playing on camera. I enjoy it, but I don't play well.
You already slid your dial.
Yes. I am going to... Yeah, let me take that crystal back.
Gain a tile.
So I'm going to gain a tile. I'm going to gain this tile.
Oh, a victory point tile.
Yes, a victory point tile.
How did I miss that?
I don't know. But replace this if you don't mind. Then I play this.
What if I do mind?
Which gets me a victory point
Ooh.
and a crystal. So now let me take back that crystal. All right. Then I will play this card right here, which allows me to take 2 cards that are played and put them in the right here, which I will do this one.
That is a pretty nice card.
And this one right here. So I did 2 play cards. You know what? Since we're just doing that, I'm just going to go ahead and do this one over here to get a victory point and a victory point, which gets me a chest.
I've heard that's a strong action.
Yeah, and a food.
Little golden bag there for you.
Yep.
You haven't flipped one of your chests, by the way.
I know. One of them is still sitting there. I'm still waiting on it. I'm trying to decide when to use it.
Just letting you know.
All right, and this gives me, oh man, so many juicy things in this one. That one's,
sit on it.
It's a nice medium rare or even leaning towards rare steak in a cold, desolate world.
A friend brought us, just so you know, to a restaurant in New York City.
New York City?
Well, there's not many kosher restaurants.
Right.
This is the only kosher restaurant in the world that serves like Japanese olive-raised Wagyu beef.
Oh, I'm not as familiar, but okay.
It's like the best.
Yeah, I know Wagyu, but I don't know about the kosher part of it.
Yeah, but so there's not many. There's like no one that serves. It was a very expensive cut of meat.
All Wagyu usually is.
Sheer and I could not have afforded it ourselves had it not been
For this generous benefactor.
It was the best meal
Oh, yeah.
like I have ever had in my life.
Yeah. I've been to some really nice steakhouses. I had an opportunity in New York City to get to a steakhouse.
They ordered, the table that we were at, somewhere ordered a normal steak. $120, like a normal steak, $120, $90, like that's an expensive steak. That's not like what I got in Kentucky out of a freezer in the local Dollar General, right?
Which was usually muskrat.
Yes. Their steak tasted like really good normal steak. When compared,
I don't know if you're selling it.
When compared, no, their steak, the like $90, $120, like tasted like excellent, but tasted like steak. I wouldn't like $50, like whatever, cut off a little bit of the price tag, go to a cheaper location, you're probably still going to be pretty happy. The Wagyu medium rare,
It
was unlike anything I've ever
You go
had.
to a real steakhouse, not your Lone Star Steakhouse, not your like Outback, but I'm talking to like a genuine.
It was remarkable.
Morton's,
Whose
Ruth's
turn is
Chris,
it?
or better.
Still your turn?
No, it's not my turn anymore. Why would I still be taking turns? That seems ridiculous.
You put 2 cards down. You were doing a lightning bolt.
Yeah, I did the lightning bolt right here.
That's it.
For now, I'm going to go ahead and just rest on my laurels with my comfortable come-from-behind victory.
I think you've got great laurels. I think.
I got to remember what I have in this thing.
I can't guarantee that you have great laurel. I would guess that you've got at least 3 pretty darn good laurels.
It's, a couple.
All right. What is my next action going to involve? I wish it could involve getting a card off of the deck, but I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm going to go and place this down. I'm going to use this to do my star action. It's going to pop one of these off. It's going to set one of these down. I'm going to flap my bird over here.
All right, that seems reasonable.
Is that where I want to be?
I don't know where you want to be. You're everywhere.
That is where I want to be. I will confirm.
All right.
I'm then going to go ahead and spend, so card play, and then I'm going to do an explore action. I'm spending 3 food to flip this tile. I will gain 2 victory points, please.
2?
Yeah.
Oh, no, you got another artifact.
That's pretty nice.
Man, you're running away with this thing.
This is not the
I don't know how
tile.
I'm going to catch up.
This is not the tile that I was looking for. I wanted one that had a double adjacency or something, but I will go ahead and place that down. It does have a city on it, which gives me some options moving forward, but I do get a card draw, so I'll go ahead and pick up this lovely guy, push over this one here, and I will grab another gray tile. I should have grabbed. I should just grab a purple one to throw you off.
Yeah, you should.
As if anything is good enough. I'm not worried about. I'm not worried about scoring any one thing. It's just all of it's well. Mm-hmm. I'm going to take the gray. I assume the gray is worse for you. That's my action.
All right.
Is that my whole action? Yeah.
The whole action, nothing but the action?
Card play and an
So
explore.
help your action? Oh, boy. What do I want to do now? Hide in my... I'm going to go back into the cave
Play
and
anything else.
wait for another 5,000 years to reemerge.
Yeah. Be an overseer.
All right, I'm going to play this to get 3 food. 1, 2, 3. Get a gear. 1. I'm going to now play this for 1 victory point. Look at that. Don't call it a comeback. And I get to hibernate, then remove this card from the game. So I forgot that was a remove it from the game thing. But I get all these, before I do that though, I want to bring this to bring a card back. And I'm going to bring this card back over here. So that spends that, and I'm going to hibernate.
Zip zap, Daddy Warbucks is back.
Yep. And then I get these back in my hand. These two
down.
come over here.
And that is the end of your...
That is not the end of my turn. You thought it was the end of my turn, but bum, bum, bum.
Electricity goes to the middle.
Actually, before I do all that, I forgot this. I'm going to do this to refresh that, bring it back to get another food and a victory point, and then do the whole hibernate action. I forgot to, to open
You're trying to do the same loop I'm doing.
Yes, I'm trying to copy the great Quackalope.
Yeah, it's not as good.
So, and there's the victory point, so that brings that up there. And then I refresh everything.
My grandfather was the great. I'm the pristine.
Yeah, that is true. This didn't get used. That is done.
2 years ago, I was the defiled.
And then I move up on this track, and I get a crate.
I wonder if we should add to the lore that Quackalopes are like phoenixes.
They rise from the ashes.
They burst into flames every now and then soar back with a glorious set of horns.
Yes, I like glorious sets of horns. I got quite a few mounted. My dad's big time hunting. I grew up in that that world, and the trophies he's got mounted on the wall. None of that, like, not the trophies as in like going to Africa and trophy hunting there, but like Michigan, white-tailed deer, trapping, things of that sort. All stuff that he did on either state land or finding someone who was willing to let them use their land for hunting.
I love that you started talking and then you're like, I should not talk about hunting. I'm going to caveat it as much as possible. He killed no lions.
Well, no, I mean, like, because,
I know.
One of the things my dad taught me growing up was that if you're going to go hunting, don't hunt for sport, even though you enjoy it and there's a sport involved in it, but harvest that animal.
No, I mean,
use it.
I grew up in communities where some families,
resource.
Part of their protein, at least, based diet was what,
most of what we grew up on, because we also, like, my neighbor grew corn. We had squash and zucchini and cucumber and all that stuff that we produced. So a lot of the food we ate was our own home. We had chickens, we had guinea hens, we had goats, we had rabbits. So all that stuff, we pretty much ate food that was very much from the farm to our table and not someone else's farm, our own stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm spending 3 gear or 2 gear and a crystal to go ahead and put down another little house. The first action I did was place a card up here.
Your little house is going on the prairie?
I'm going to set it right here. I'm going to gain 3 victory points, please.
Why do you want victory points? 1, 2, 3. Slow it down.
Go ahead and gain a little laser.
Energy.
Well,
you're also going to move up on the yellow track. And
I'm going to go ahead and place this here on this green to pull this card off and put it into my cryopod.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going up on the yellow track, from the adjacency there, so that'll move forward. I don't unlock anything from that, unfortunately, but I feel pretty good about that turn. All right, I moved and I built. It is your turn.
All righty then. What a fantastic opportunity this is for me to expand on my deficit. Now I want to... Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh boy.
I am going to...
I like this 2 players, you're right.
No, it is fun. It is still fun 2-player.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. I want to explore. Maybe I should build first. What do my building looks like here? Yeah, that's what I'll do. God, the places I wanted to go, like I wanted to go in this direction, and there's a bunch of little tiny things.
Awkward. That's not the way we're headed.
No, it's not. But I also want to go that way, so that's not bad either. How about I do this? I'm going to... Yep. I'm going to play this card right here.
3 food, 1 gear.
So, I don't have... Wait, no. I don't want to do that.
It went down.
I don't want to do that. Why am I not playing this game the way it's supposed to be played?
I'm going to let you hem and haw. I need to go use the restroom. I'm going to leave that there or else
Yeah.
a very awkward audio experience.
We'll just sit and listen to the relief.
And I'll be back. Figure out what you can do.
All right. Oh, boy. I really honestly do struggle mightily. Oh, you know what? That's not as juicy. I really do struggle mightily with being able to think while trying to talk at a camera. I just don't have that knack. I am not a YouTube creator. What I am is someone's going to take a turn. I hope he edits this out. Just leave me in front of a camera. All right, so I am the blue. I only have 3 little things out there. This is terrible. I need to get 2 victory points. How about I just start with doing this? I know I want to do that. Oh, no, I don't want to do that until I spend some food. I need to spend some food. All right, I'm going to explore. I'm going to explore right here. So that's 1, 2 food, plus 3, that's 5 food. Let's just get rid of a bunch of food. Explore that. That gets me the 2 victory points I need to then get a crystal. I'll take that last gray one. And I get to draw a card, which we'll do in a minute. I'm going to flip this over, and then how do I want to position this? Do I want to position it like this or like this? I will position it like this. I swear, I wanted things here, but instead they're there. All right, so now that is explored. All right, so I spent a bunch of food. Now I will do this to get another victory point and a food. So my first action was explore. My second action is, God, that did not create a good build opportunity. Did it? It did not. My second action, I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to do this right here to get another module. And that module will give me right here for another gear. All right, so that's that. I will then play this card, giving me another victory point, a gear. And I'm going to do, I'm going to do this ability right here.
Did you figure out how to do anything?
I'm slowly figuring out how to do a couple of things. Not a lot, but a couple. So now that's going to come over here, and I will now get to pay a crystal to place this. And I'm going to place it right here, which now has 1, 2, 3, 4, so that gets me 4 books.
It's pretty nice.
That's not bad, and it gets me up on the green track, moving that even further. So now I've done, that was play a card. And do I want to do any more free actions? Play the top ability of a card. No, I'm going to hold off on that for now. Yeah, that's it. That is my action. I also have all of this over here. Ooh. Why am I not utilizing that? All right, I'm going to utilize that next time. All right, that is it. It is now your turn, Mr. Anderson. Here's to you, Bob.
Thanks, Jim. I'm going to go ahead and do a play a card action. I'm going to slot this guy up here. That's going to go ahead and get me 1 food, 1 book, 2 crystals.
Juicy, juicy.
Then doing a second play a card action. Slotting this down here. Oh, I don't think I slid forward on the green track when I played this before. I'm not going to do it, but just I think I made that mistake. Should have 1 more farther on the green track, technically.
When was that?
When I played the second card underneath here,
Did you
I was so focused on this stuff that I don't believe I took it. I'm not going to do it still, but
No. If you think you missed it, take it.
I don't need the advantage.
If you lose by 1, you're going to be like, had I done that one thing, it would have changed the game.
One of us might be saying that. I'm moving up by 2 books because of this. I then, is that just spend a book?
Spend a book to get 3 victory points?
It's just a single. I thought it was 3 books. For some reason, my dyslexia was like switching those 2.
Where did that card come from? Jeez, Pete.
It was out here in the market. I'm going to spend a book to get a 3 victory points. And then I'm going to spend another book to go ahead and recall a lightning bolt. That lightning bolt is going to immediately then zap back onto the location. It has a static attraction to gain another victory point and to gain a food. I can't believe that
seems
a book for 3.
Yeah.
I literally this whole time was trying to get up to 3 books so that I could...
It's crazy because I've played this game close to 20 times, and I don't even usually I've got the bourbon and I'm just playing with friends, or I'm playing with my girlfriend and we're just having a good time, and I'm not really all that analytical. I'm analytical about what I'm doing, but I don't pay attention to all that stuff. I've not even seen that card before, and I've played this game, I want to say it's 19 times now.
I'm going to agree with your girlfriend on a lot of stuff right now. You're taking a little bit too long.
What am I doing? Is it my turn?
In a number of areas.
Tell me.
In a number of areas.
Oh, you shut your mouth right now.
Hey, I've met her once in the airport. She was lovely.
She's a lovely young lady.
You definitely are hitting above your weight class.
Well, I mean, that's just what I do.
Well.
How stupid and arrogant was that? But that's what I'm all about.
You're not good at
stupid arrogance.
You're not good at talking and playing board games.
No, I'm not.
I now understand why you love playing Final Girl with me, 2-player.
Yeah, I just get to roll dice. I get to roll all the good numbers.
Looking for another tile?
Yeah, well, you need this right here so I can decide what it is I want to do next.
It's in the midst of chaos that I thrive.
All right.
Darn it, I want that tile.
Yes, that is a very good tile. Ooh, it's so good. Oh, I love it. All right, I'm going to use this right here to get a module. I'm going to place that module right here. Oh, that's so good. Now you can replace that again.
I mean, it's not going to recover.
So that's a free action.
From the damage you've taken.
I'm going to now play a card. I'm going to put a nice little gray one right here, which is going to get me 3 gears, which maxes out my gears. It's going to get me a food. It's going to get me a victory point. And let's look at what I want to do next, because I've done one action. All right, let's be effective in what we want to do now. I'm going to branch out here. I want to... do I want to populate now? Yes, I do want to populate now. All right, I'm going to populate. And so it's going to cost me 2 food where I want to go. So there's 1, 2. I'm going to populate on this city right here. It is going to cost me 3 books for what I want to do. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to take this right here, and I'm going to populate over there. All right. 1, 2, 3. That now is populate. Do I want to use that yet? The top action of a card. All right, that is it.
I am just going to go ahead and do a recall action.
All right.
All of these lovely cards that I've utilized so effectively are going to go into my cryopods, and everything else is coming back into my hand.
All right. You reset that. You move your switchy that you didn't have. Now you move up on that track, and you can take any of those, that one or anyone below it.
I mean, a box is going to get me a gem with it. I could take one of these little builds. No, I'm going to get a box.
All right. Take your little treasure box. Supply box.
Okay. And I'm going to immediately reveal it for a victory point. I don't want to reveal this yet.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, you can just convert that crystal into a different resource.
Do I want? I mean, sure. I'll get a victory point. I'll get a crystal. I'll get a book.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. That's my turn now?
No.
Oh.
It is.
Okay. Now we are going to... I have all these gears. I wish I had better opportunity to maximize. Where am I at here? There's nothing really juicy out there right at the moment. Green. Oh, yeah. All right. I will then... Oh, I'm the blue. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a building. It's going to be a large building. So I'm going to spend 5 for that. I'm going to spend food for the range. And I'm going to build a large building right here, which is going to get me 2 green and 2 yellow. So 1, 2, 1, 2. This has not yet unlocked. This has unlocked. I get an artifact.
Does this mean I can do this 3 times?
So this artifact comes over here. Yeah. So if you have 3 crystals, you can turn it into 6 points. Shut up. You just shut up. I get another.
Wow.
Give me another energy. I'll take this one. All right.
I mean, that's a thing.
Yeah, that is a thing. I will agree it's a thing. And now I'm going to spend this energy to get this last crystal. And
Oh, you just grabbed 2 crystals?
yeah, I just grabbed 2 crystals. And that means you get one last turn and the game is over.
Oh, man. I mean, it's kind of okay,
I have
but,
a huge gap here. Let me now figure out what I can do to...
Do you think it's responsible to drive endgame at this point?
Well, I mean, you're going to get that thing at some point, if I don't. So yes, it's probably...
I feel like I'm
going to do this to get a book and a gear just to see...
Didn't even get to play the game.
So I've done a build action. I still have another action. So let's maximize that action. Man, I was building towards stuff here.
Yeah, I had such a cool engine going. I'm a little disappointed by you.
I know.
Everyone is, I think. The whole audience.
Because this game was going not my way, so I decided to. So hold on.
I was checking the time. I was like, this game's gonna be like a 3-hour-long game.
No.
Hour and a half. You've already.
I mean, that's about how long this game lasts. This is not a game that goes forever.
Clearly, when you panic. I wasn't going to end the game anytime.
God, I got to try to figure out how to do that. Give me a minute here to think my brain through.
I mean, you've already lost. It's horrific, actually.
It probably is. So let's figure this out. How can I want to what I'd like to do is populate up there, since I can't get to that. Mm-hmm. I don't have enough actions for that. All right, so that's a backup for an extra victory point, but that's not going to really make a big difference. I do that for a victory point, but that may also not make a big difference. Play a card from my hand for the top ability. That might help. Yes, that helps. But does it help enough? Oh, what was my ability where I can spend books instead of those, but that still doesn't get me enough. I could build again. 1, 2, so if I can do that. Yes. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while. I just had to maximize my last turn. I was trying to figure out how I could populate that area. I don't think I have a path to that.
Doesn't seem like it.
Doesn't seem like it, but what I do, unless I can... Oh, no, I do have a path to that. Now, let me figure this out. That is... Yes, okay. Do I have a way to generate a couple more victory points as well? I probably do not. All right, so what I'm going to do is, let me think about this, because my other option was to, let me just look at these cards.
You're giving me so much time to plan.
I know. You need the time, because you are about to lose in an embarrassing fashion. All right. I can't recall this.
I will be so proud of this game.
I also get this, so that right there comes over.
I will be extremely proud of this game if I lose. Really.
Yeah.
Because I have taken it for granted from the beginning
that you were going to win.
That I'm crushing you.
I know. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to populate. All right? How was I going to do that? I forget. I had it figured out, and now I forgot what I was going to do.
This is why I say I'll be shocked.
So I'm going to convert this into, I'm going to convert a gear into a resource over here.
Crystal.
A crystal. Right? And then I'm going to... Oh, you know what? Maybe I don't have that just yet. Hold on. Let me think about this. So if that gives me the crystal... This is where I struggle with being under the pressure of trying to make these decisions. I need a food and 3 to populate, 3 books. I am too short from doing that. That only gives me one of those things. Do I have something else that would get me the other? I thought I had it figured out, but maybe I don't. As a free... Oh, I see. I was looking at utilizing two different things. Let me look at this for a second here.
You have been looking.
I know.
For so long.
I know. It's a struggle here. This is where you're trying to maximize. And that's the secret of this game, is to be able to maximize that last turn in a way that's really going to be beneficial to you.
I'm just glad it's not on my turn.
Right, because you right now get to plan your turn while I figure out my turn. And I don't care that I'm driving endgame. That's fine.
Been planning the whole time.
I had to play in the card only gets me 1 victory point. I thought I had that figured out, but if I do that, that's that. And I get 3 books by missing the resource to do that. Oh. No, I don't have that card in my hand. Darn it. If I only had that card in my hand. I don't. Do I have a way of pulling it? No, I don't have a way of pulling a card back. This would be my last turn. And I don't have a way to maximize that point. And I can't get those 2 points over there. How is this working?
Bum, 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 ba-da-da-da.
All right, whatever.
I'm going to go get a sand tire.
I guess I'll just have to, if I convert that into any resource, I can do this. Oh, you know what? Maybe that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. All right, so I'm going to convert that into a resource. Well, no, because that doesn't help me any. So if I convert, I convert that into a crystal. Yeah, so I brought that from 2 to 1 to get a crystal. Okay. So now I will do the build action again, or whatever I did the first time. I don't remember what I did the first time, but here's the build action. What did I do the first action? I played a card, right? I don't remember what I did for the first action. I'm going to build.
You're falling apart.
I'm going to spend 2 books, which I can use for any resource and the gear to do a building. And I'm going to put that building right here. Yep, right here, to move up 2 on the green track, which unlocks this. And now I get 2 points for every green card outside of my starting cards. I don't know how many of those I have. It may only be 1, but that's still some points.
Is that it?
And
it was a long time to do that.
Yeah, that is it.
You sure?
I don't see anything. I've spent all my free actions. My crystal is just sitting there, unused. Yep, that's it. I don't remember. What was my other action? It got me this. I did a build somewhere. Oh, that's probably what that was. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's what that was.
Okay. I'm going to go and use a lightning bolt to gain a food and get a victory point. I then am going to go ahead and place this guy down here, which is going to let me take a star action. It's also going to let me go ahead and gain 2 more books. I will spend one of those books to recall a lightning bolt, to spend a lightning bolt, to get a food, and a victory point. So I'm down to 3 books. I get to do this, which is going to go over here. It's going to gain me a lightning bolt. I can move my bird up to 9 spaces because I have 3 of them out now. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spaces over into the mountain range there.
Oh, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 points if you populate that.
I can land on mountain ranges, right?
Yeah, it's mountains, forests, or plains.
All those are viable?
Yep.
You sure?
Yep. 100%.
I don't want to be yelled at.
No, it's legal.
Okay.
So you just got yourself 12 victory points. I don't think I can overcome that. I don't think I can overcome already what you were going to have. Now with that, I definitely don't think I can overcome.
Oh, I'm a little bummed out. I don't get to do this card right away.
So you've done 1 action, which is play a card, right?
Yeah, I wanted like 3 or 4 actions to do all my fancy stuff.
Nope, I ended the game. Sorry. This is your last turn, and then it's over. We do point scoring, thankfully.
That's disappointing.
Which I'm going to grab my phone so I can record this in my favorite board game tracking app, BG Stats.
Oh, wait, I do still get to get... Oh, man, you're going to be furious.
I'm not furious. I already know the outcome of this game.
Wait, no, it's still not going to work. Darn it. Okay, but I still get to do some cool stuff. So I'm going to take a lightning bolt. I'm going to put this guy down here into my cryo chamber. That's going to allow me to open this section up. I can place this down, which allows me to populate with a one less book discount. It is only going to cost me 3 to go ahead and do the population. I gain 2. I'll be spending another 1 in order to recall a lightning bolt. Yep, recall a lightning bolt, to place a lightning bolt out, to gain a food, to gain a victory point. Like I was saying, I'm doing the population spread. I'll just choose one of these. I can pop on right here next to that. I don't grab a box, sadly.
You know, I just realized, I didn't even know this, but I've not, because I tracked the rolls, no one's ever played the moon side of that character.
Oh, really?
Yeah, It's never been played.
Interesting.
That's why I'm kind of like,
surprised by it?
Yeah.
I am then going to go ahead and spend this lightning bolt to lose a crystal, which is equivalent to a gear. In order to regain a lightning bolt, I will spend that lightning bolt to not gain a food, but I will go ahead and gain a victory point by spending that lightning bolt. Any other fun things that I can do? I'm really disappointed that I don't have a pathway to utilizing this card for 6 additional victory points, because I've spent a card, I spent a card. Those are the 2 actions that I did in order to do the population. And I didn't have, I needed a card that would allow me to play another card, to do a population and play another card, but I didn't have a sequence that included that.
No, putting up 12 points on that turn, that is huge.
I wanted 18, though, in a single turn.
It guaranteed your victory.
Well,
This might, I'm not going to, I guarantee this is the lowest I've ever scored in this game. Like, this is embarrassing. This is by a lot the lowest I've ever scored.
I love that you ended the game very, very quickly.
Well,
okay,
that way
we
can move on to other content.
that's all I can do. That's all I can do.
I had no path.
Like a second gameplay where I proceed to annihilate you again.
Next time, I'm going to just play like I'm not on camera.
This was very fun.
It is a great game. So 37. All right, so we start out at 18 and 37 on our point track.
Okay.
Our progress track.
I'm going to add it here so that people can follow what
Yes. So 18 and 27. Progress track, I'm at 9. You are at...
7.
See, look at that. It's already coming back.
Yeah.
Technologies. Over here, I've got 2, 4.
8, please.
And yeah, so you extend your lead a little bit. Big deal. I didn't get a... This is the first time I've ever played a game where I did not populate a large location, and I didn't even come close to it. You got 12 points off of it?
I did get 12 points off that location.
Oh, no, that's me. So 0 and 12. I've never seen a game in which everybody didn't have a large location. Endgame bonus card. No, that's not that. The endgame bonus card
it's from
is
these.
this, so it's my 4 points.
Okay.
No, that's the endgame tile.
It's this. It's endgame.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I did that. Yep, so I get 2 points for every green card that's not a starting card. I didn't get that many cards. I may not have any. I do not have any.
What about that guy that's tucked?
No. This is a starting card. So, of my green cards, I do not have any. So that's 0.
So your last turn that you hemmed and hawed about,
I know. It got me 1 point here.
you could have populated a region, couldn't you have?
No, I didn't have enough. I was
pathway.
1 resource short of populating a region.
I have no on the board victory points for that.
Yeah,
system.
so we both tied on that one, even though I did actually do that. Minor artifacts. No one got a minor artifact, because if you would have gotten another artifact, you would have pulled that one. So
Sure.
That's also the first time I've ever seen a game in which a minor artifact wasn't done. Remaining resources, I have 1. Every 5, you can score a point.
Ooh, that's fun.
So-
I have 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh.
So you got 1 more point for that.
Nope. Anyway, it doesn't generate me a new one. It just lets me turn one into a crystal.
So there's 1 and 0.
Darn it.
Oh my God. I scored. All right, good friend of the channel, Mike Matthews. He played this game and had by far the lowest scoring ever in this game. I think I may actually score lower than that. Let's see what no, maybe not, because I do have a fair amount of crystals.
Endgame victory?
Endgame victory. Let's see. Let's do mine first since I'm behind and I'm probably not going to catch you.
Yeah.
All right, so I got 1, 2 times 3, so that's 6. So let's just put that in there as a placeholder. So that's 6. So 2 times the 1, 2, 3. And then on these, I have cards that are not my starting card, which are very few. So that's 2 times 1 times 1. So that's 8.
You only flipped one tile?
You flipped all the ones that were near me.
Wow.
And then, so that was these 3 we already accounted for. And then this one, beakers, which I've used that to score a massive number of points before.
Yeah.
I didn't really get much. I don't know, 1.
You had 1 on your tile up top there. 2. 3. I see 3.
3, where's the other one?
2, 1 victory point.
1, 2, 3. Okay, 3. 3 times 2.
6, that's good.
So that gets me to 14.
Look at you go.
I'm at 40. At least I exceeded Mike's score. Not by a lot, but 49 is an embarrassingly low score.
Okay, I have 1 per lightning bolt, so I get 4.
Okay, so we'll placeholder that.
I have 2 per stars, so I get 6. So that's 10. And then I have 3 per little person that I've put out, and that is going to be an additional 4, so 12.
So, and we were at 10, so it's 22. So 77, not a bad score. I mean, it's not usually a winning score, but it's not.
You ended the game like 7 turns early.
No, I ended the game exactly when it needed to end. Because this was not a competitive game. It ended when it should end.
I had a massive engine going.
So 77 really to 49.
Fun. I was enjoying myself.
You were enjoying yourself. Let me look at this here. The average winning score is 90. Let me go for a 2-player game. The average winning score is 95.6
in a 2-player game.
In 2-player games.
So you panicked again.
And that is my most played player count. 95.6, and my highest score is 131.
Yeah, I could have got there.
And I've scored 49 in this game. My average, even with this factored in, my average 2-player score is 90.29. I scored almost little more than half of what my average score is on this one.
My last turn was a 20-something point swing.
Wow. So this was your first 2-player game of this. Let's go with all player counts. With all player counts, my average score is 90.6. Your average player count in the 3 games you've gotten now is 73.67. So you actually outscored your average on this game.
Don't say it like that.
No, you did. That's a very good thing.
Ended it quickly.
I did end it quickly. It needed to. Yeah, well, that's crazy. Let's see here.
I felt like I had a really good engine going.
You did have a really good engine going?
I'll say this. The bird was beneficial.
Oh, the bird was enormously beneficial.
No. The bird was beneficial, but it wasn't as essential as you might assume. It did get me some reach, which was beneficial for like exploring tiles and stuff, and it allowed me to do this last play, which is to swoop across the board and place down there. But in terms of the larger scope of the game, the 2 city tiles flipping right next to us was more beneficial than the bird for my strategy, because I just unlocked the ability to generate resource by getting boxes. It happens to be that we score for boxes, and it just cascaded. This worked out really well.
Yeah. And that's what I like this game, because there's so many different ways that you can build your engine. Yeah. There's no single way
I was having so much fun with the machine.
Yeah.
Like, click this to return the power, zoom the power back in, get a food, get a victory
And I've
point.
done a lot of that stuff.
Return it again, get another victory point. Like, that's just, for me, any little system like that feels like you've broken the game when you really haven't. You've just found a little niche.
You found a way to loop an engine. And I've done that many times where I'm pulling back energy, bringing it back out, and just basically spamming points.
Yeah.
Or there was a game, that 131 game, I ended up getting, I want to say, the majority of the crystals for that color. It was for the beakers, and almost every single module and tile that I had had beakers on it. So I think I had 9 beakers or something ridiculous like that, times 4 or 5. I don't remember what it was, because there was also an endgame scoring on that, or a corner scoring. So I had the card and this and all those beakers, and it produced an enormous number of points.
It just grew together.
and that was a really good strategy. That is something that I have found in this game when you're actually sitting down and thinking and playing and doing that, without the pressure of trying to be entertaining, which I am still not even good at. There's so many different ways to run and build an engine and be competitive. You, me, and Shira played, and that was also a low-scoring game. And, overall, but it ended up being 80, 70, 76. That was those 3 close scores, and we played the game in 3 very different ways.
I just want more I want more characters at this point.
Well, I was reading up on the expansion. I didn't even know there was an expansion until literally today when we were just kind of looking at it, and you asked, are there expansions to this? And I'm like, I don't know. Let me look. There is an expansion, and I saw that it introduces 4 new character boards.
Nice.
It also does something where the crystals aren't just a wild resource, but there's something to do with journeys. And so the crystals can feed into, and I'm not exactly sure what journeys are because I didn't really read that deeply into it. But
what you're saying is you're getting the expansion when you go home.
I'm going to look into it deeper. I've gotten to that game in my part of my board game hobby. Everyone goes to their board game hobby, not everyone, but a vast majority of us, from what I've seen, anecdotally, get into the board game hobby. You discover that the games are more than just Catan and, Ticket to Ride and the games you grew up with, right? So you buy a game, you get hooked, and then you start going deep into the YouTube, deep into the BGG. You start backing Kickstarters. Next thing you know, you've got 30, 40, 50, 100 games, whatever it is. Half of them you've never even played, half of them you don't even have a group for, and then you realize, oh, maybe I shouldn't buy every single game that tickles my fancy and actually buy games that will get to the table. I've gotten to that point where I'm not just backing just because I'm like, ooh, shiny, look at that. I'm backing now because I'm like, all right, will I actually have a group to play this with? This is a game that I do have a group that I can play this with. Games that regularly hit my table, Clank Catacombs, Dune Uprising, Foundations of Rome, and then of course the Blood on the Clock Tower, which gets that's my most requested game from my friend. I've got 16 people coming this weekend to play Blood on the Clock Tower. There's times I have to turn people away because I'm like, we have too many people that want to play. That is the one game that people tend to just really gravitate towards, and then those other ones that I just mentioned get requested quite a bit. And this hits that list as well. So I may look at the expansion, but I'm so satisfied with this game that I don't feel like there's an expansion that needs like games like Terraforming Mars is a great game. Once you experience Prelude, you're like, why would I ever play this game without Prelude? I don't know that I feel like this game needs an expansion to complete it.
I just like asymmetry. I just want more characters.
Lost Ruins of Arnak. I liked the game.
Yeah, it needed the expansion.
But it needed the expansion. And the game is so much better with the
Dune
expansion.
Imperium as well.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Dune Imperium.
Well, you're talking about original Dune?
Yeah, original.
Because I started with Uprising.
No,
and I've only played original Dune Imperium with you.
Yeah, Uprising solved some problems or redirected some problems. Base game, needed a little bit more emphasis on fighting and a little bit more emphasis on deck building. More entry level, but then Rise of Ix and Immortality.
I like those because I did end up buying those expansions.
They added a lot.
I did enjoy them. I usually will play one of them and not the other. I'll pick one of the two when I play.
With what, Uprising or
with
base
Uprising?
Game?
I don't have base game. I don't have the original.
They're not essential for Uprising. That's the thing.
But I do like them.
They add to Uprising, but they're not essential. For base game, they were much more central to the experience.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Hopefully you enjoyed this gameplay video. Hit that subscribe button down below if you made it all the way to this point. And if you're dreaming, don't talk to her. She's really a goblin. Just so you're aware. If you're listening to this, if you've fallen asleep with a bag of potato chips next to you in an armchair watching us on TV, I just have to tell you, she looks alluring.
Let's be real. The majority of the people that are still watching forgot that this was playing, and they're folding laundry, which is something that might be more entertaining.
She's a goblin. Don't talk to her. Don't do it. You'll regret it. Just throwing it out there. We'll see you next time. Bye.